We are live, y'all. We are
Yes,
live
yes,
everywhere.
yes,
We are live
yes,
on
yes.
Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And we are live on Facebook again. So feel free. Let me see something here before we get started. Gerald, if you want to share to your page
Oh, yeah, definitely.
and make sure. Yep, we up.
Awesome.
Hey, y'all. If y'all tuning in, you might want to drop a comment. It's about to go down.
Absolutely.
It's about to go down. Y'all better drop a comment and get on here and quit playing
Absolutely.
games. Have a good conversation about your
Absolutely.
business and stuff. So let's pay attention here in class, people. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Guys, welcome to my live stream. I just want to welcome here Gerald Bass, CEO and founder of the Rise of the 1%. Gerald, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, I just wanted to bring you on to my network and just to share some insights to various different things from other business owners on my network. Um, First of all, to get started, explain a little bit about yourself and your background and how you got started in marketing.
Okay. So yeah, first off, I like to always say I'm definitely a God-fearing man, first off. And not only that, I'm a son, I'm a family man, but I'm also an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, I'm a marketing king, some people call me.
Already.
Right. I'm an investor, and also I just love to give back. So I'm very philanthropic, you could say.
Okay.
And pretty much in terms of how I got my start, I actually started off in the entertainment business. So I was a party and concert promoter. I was involved in artist management for some years, and I did pretty well in that industry. I actually was connected with a lot of celebrities from hip hop to R&B to actors, actresses, athletes. Did a business with a lot of them over the years. But around 2011, due to the economy, I took a huge decline in my income. I was actually getting behind on my bills. I literally was on the brink of filing bankruptcy.
Oh
So I had to
wow.
get back home with my parents at the time, and I was staying with them. And around that time, I had one of my buddies who actually was in the entertainment business with me. He shot me a Facebook message. He asked me, was I open to other ways of making money? And so at that time, of course, being the situation I was in, I was like, absolutely yes. So he actually introduced me first to the network marketing industry. And that was in September 2011 when I actually got involved. And my first few months in the business, I didn't do a whole lot. I actually got to a national conference with that particular company, and I got to see was people like myself, similar backgrounds, having success. And so I left out the conference with my hair on fire. And literally around about 8 months later, I was fortunate enough to rank up around about 4 times. I got 4 promotions in the company. I had some people in my team having some success as well. But we built on that company for about 3 years. It was a telecom and energy company. Like I say, network marketing. Of course, you're getting customers, you're building a team. And around year 3, we found ourselves exhausted in our warm market. So like we was going out to malls, passing out flyers, we was cold calling, putting out bandit signs. We was doing everything under the sun, attempting to generate new business. I just frankly got tired of all the rejection. And so one day I saw my buddy that actually introduced me to network marketing. He actually had put up on Facebook that he actually had just recruited like well over 100 people into his business, all using Facebook, using social media. And so I was like, okay, well, let me reach out to him and see what he's doing. So we hopped on a call and he started to talk to me about this idea of attraction marketing, basically becoming the hunted versus always having to be the hunter. And so after he actually shared with me what this attraction marketing thing was, I was like, okay, this sounds great. This is something I never really heard of when it comes to the internet. I was like, it sounds great, but I need somebody to help me with it. And so at that time, he actually presented to me a coaching program that he had, and I wasn't doing that well in my network marketing business at that time. So I literally had to borrow the money to get into his coaching program. And I got into his coaching program, and literally after 30 days of him teaching me all this attraction marketing stuff, I was able to have my first $1,000 day online. A few months later, we launched into a new network marketing company in the travel industry. And using the same strategies he taught me in that coaching program, I applied it to that new network marketing business and travel. And within the first 70 days, my team grew to like over 375 people all across the globe.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was actually ranked amongst the top 5% of income earners in the entire company, like within the first few months of being in the business. And then 2 years in, I went diamond in that company. I had over 800 people join my organization in 2 years. I coached and trained several people throughout my organization who made tens of thousands of dollars in the business as well. Many of them walked off their jobs and started other businesses and stuff like that. And around year 2 in that particular business, I started to have a lot of other network marketers at that time reaching out to me from even other companies, wanting to know like how we was having all this success online. And so at that time, I started to coach and train other network marketers on how to do online marketing. And from there, what ended up happening was I actually started to do these conference calls where I used to interview, people who were already extremely successful at what they did, or they was on the rise to becoming successful with what they was doing. And I titled the calls "The Rise of the 1%." And I literally was doing these calls every week for almost a whole year, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I would invite people on to actually listen to the calls. They were absolutely free. But around that time, with me doing the calls, I was still getting coached by my first coach at that time. And I told him, I said, I want to go bigger than just interviewing people on calls. I want to create a whole community around this idea and concept of the rise of the 1%. And basically it's going to be to empower entrepreneurs and business owners. And not only that, give them the strategies to really take their business, income, and lifestyle to the next level. And so that's when we actually started the Rise of the 1% online community when we first launched it, October 3rd, 2016. And then, from there, over time, we went on to start the Rise of the 1% digital marketing agency, where now, of course, we're focusing on helping business owners grow their social presence, putting systems in place to generate more qualified leads, get more customers and clients online through these different automated processes we set up. And then I'm also in the process right now of us creating a high-level advertising school as well. So that's pretty much what the Rise of the 1% is all about.
Wow. Wow. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. So
Absolutely.
let me ask you this. Okay, a lot of people ask me, sometimes people ask me, sometimes they'll say, well, I don't have no social media presence or whatever. Can you actually be able to run a business on social media even though you have like no social media presence whatsoever? And let's say you don't have a network or anything like that.
Yeah, online, you're going to have to build up an audience. You're going to have to build your social presence up. You're going to have to build what I call a tribe up.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it's doable.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Okay.
doable.
Okay. Yeah. Some people are like, oh, you can't do that. I mean, you have to be, at a certain level of stuff like that. That's what some people, I be in a business group sometimes. That's what they say. Like, oh, you have to have, X amount of followers to be able to start an online business in the first place. So as you confirmed, that's not true. That's not true at
Right.
all. Yeah. You just have to build your following up, build up your tribe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, like what ways can entrepreneurs that are actually new to entrepreneurship, how can they build a tribe?
Yeah. So the first thing I would say is, like, for instance, let's just use Facebook for an example. On Facebook, in terms of organic ways to grow, what I mean by organic, absolutely free ways in terms of money, you don't have to spend any money to do it, is for one, joining Facebook groups where your target market is hanging out at. And you join the Facebook groups and you don't go in there and spam your business, right? And spam your products and services. You want to go in there and you want to add value to the group, right? Like give tips and advice around certain things in a group, comment on people's posts in a group, if people have questions in the group and you can answer them, like answering their questions, just helping people in the group and building those relationships up and building those rapport up amongst those people that's within that group. And what has started to happen is if you provide value in the group, first of all, people are going to start to go over and follow your page anyway, right? And they'll go over follow your personal page, and then you have a business page set up. They end up following that. I recommend definitely having a business page set up if you're looking to grow a business on Facebook. But that's one of the organic ways. And then, of course, as well, in that particular Facebook group, networking with people as well. You can network with people in the Facebook group. You know, like I say, building a relationship, building rapport, whether that's in Facebook Messenger, what have you. And a lot of times you all end up connecting that way as well, and they'll end up friending you on Facebook, going over to follow your business page, etc. So that's, I would say, a couple of organic ways. Another way as well is if you go to the Google Play Store, you actually can download this app. It's called the Invite All Friends on Facebook app. And you can download it, and you literally can invite several of your friends to actually like your Facebook business page on a day-to-day basis. They want to invite all of them in one day. You have to go back day by day and invite them. But you can actually use that app as well to build up your audience, let's just say on your Facebook business page. Now, in terms of paid ways on Facebook, I would say running a likes campaign is also a way to be able to grow your audience up. Creating some type of ad where you're targeting the specific audiences that you want to get your offers in front of and your value in front of. And you can set up ads to get them to come over and like your Facebook business page. We call it page post engagement ads, where you can run a likes campaign. We're running those right now for our business and even our clients' businesses. So likes campaign is definitely a way to be able to grow your audience up on Facebook. And then Instagram, there's a lot of different ways to grow on Instagram. I'm just going to talk about the strategy that I use when it comes to Instagram. Is on Instagram, we use influencer marketing to actually grow a lot of our Instagram accounts to our clients' Instagram accounts. And what I mean by that is we're actually partnered up with all these different influencers over on Instagram. And they have these large followers, and they do these shared giveaways, right? Where they may give away a Rolex, a laptop, a car, cash to their audience in exchange for their audience going over to follow the Instagram accounts that they tell them to follow. And that's how we're able to grow many of our clients' Instagram accounts alongside our own accounts to like thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers very fast. Now, what I will say with influencer marketing is not free. You do have to make the investment, but it's not worth it. So those are just a couple of ways that I would share.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So let me ask you this. As far as like some more people, they were asking, like, as far as like during these times, right? How can entrepreneurs, let's say if you're an entrepreneur and you already do have an established brand, however, you don't have an established brand online per se, how can they start to position themselves online? I know it's probably never too late to do that, but
Right.
like some people, you know how some people do their businesses more so offline versus
Right.
online. How
Right.
can they position themselves, especially during this time, because we don't know how long this thing is going to last, or we don't know if it's going to be a resurgence or whatever. So how can entrepreneurs position themselves like right now for those type of occurrences?
Right. So yeah, like in terms of establishing a brand online is for one, like I had said before, you definitely want to make sure you have a Facebook business page set up alongside your personal page. Now, here's the thing here. When it comes to, your personal page, you still can use that for business as well. But of course, you just don't want to just be posting business. We like to call it the 4 E's of social media marketing. You want to be posting enlightening content. You want to inspire people through your posts, inspirational posts. You want to post educational content. You want to be providing value to your market, whether you're doing that through videos, lives, blog posts, podcasts, or just written posts from time to time. You want to be providing value to your market. The third E is entertaining. You want to definitely show some lifestyle from time to time on your personal page. You want to be human and not a robot and just be posting your business all the time. And then engaging content where you put out content to get people to engage, right? Ask questions and stuff like that to your audience to get them to engage. So on your personal page, you still can be growing your brand and business. And even on your personal page with Facebook, what I always recommend is if you're growing a business online, your background cover photo should represent what you want your branding to be centered around, right? Okay. Whatever that may be. You see what I'm saying? Whatever that may be. For instance, you go to my Facebook personal page, you'll see I'm standing in front of a room training, right? And the reason I have that on my background cover photo is because that represents credibility when people land on my Facebook personal page, when they see I'm standing in front of a room speaking to people around my level of expertise, right, which is marketing. So whatever your particular brand and business is going to be centered around, I recommend having something on your background cover photo that represents that, having a professional profile picture in your About Me section of your personal page, also having who you serve and how you serve them, and then also having your personal page link over to your business page that you need to create. Now on your business page, let's say on Facebook, the background cover photo should have who you're serving and how you're serving them on some type of banner, right? That's what we recommend you have on your Facebook business page, who you serve, how you serve, on some type of banner, some, nice type of scenery in the background, maybe a picture of yourself if you're representing the brand or your logo. And then the profile picture could be you, or at times it could be a logo or something like that. It really just depends, I would say, with that type of situation. A lot of times I know when it comes to our clients, a lot of the businesses that have a face behind the brand do very well on the internet over a faceless brand, unless you're like already well known in terms of that brand. So I always really recommend if we can get a face behind the brand, that definitely helps. And like I said, even on that Facebook business page, that About Me section, who you serve, how you serve them, and you want to just be constantly putting up posts, providing valuable tips and advice to your particular market that you're looking to serve on that page. And then from time to time, you can make offers as well. But that's what you want to do, right? That's what you definitely want to do. Let's say on, like I say, Facebook. In terms of Instagram, it's kind of similar in a sense. I mean, nice professional profile picture, a nice, professional bio and stuff like that. Your bio should basically have some things in there in terms of, what do you represent? What does your brand, what does your business represent? And also having a link in your bio. And typically that link should be leading over to some type of offer. It usually leads over to an opt-in page in terms of our clients and our customers. That's what we train them on, or that's what we help them with, is making sure they have a link over to some type of opt-in page with some type of valuable offer to their market where they can actually capture their information. So they could generate a lead that could convert over to a customer or client. And then when it comes to the type of content on Instagram as well, is you definitely want to be very thoughtful and think a whole lot in terms of the type of content you want to be posting on your Instagram page. I tell people all the time it's good to have a theme when it comes to Instagram as well. A lot of people just be posting, you want to post with a purpose. Yeah, you want to post with a purpose. You want to give it like that magazine feel if you can, in terms of how your Instagram page looks, in terms of your content, to the different things that you're posting on the page. You want it to look beautiful and attractive and stuff like that, not all over the place and stuff like that. But same thing on Instagram, providing value in a lot of your different posts. Also, leveraging stories right now is definitely a big thing. If you're not leveraging Instagram stories, if you're not leveraging Facebook stories, that's what a lot of the eyeballs are right now. So you need to be leveraging those. And you don't want to just, in Instagram stories, well, you don't want to just be promoting your business on every story, right? Like I see people do that. All they're doing is just promoting their business in all their stories. Like Instagram stories or even Facebook stories are designed to show the behind the scenes of what you're doing, like bring people more into your world, right? So if you really want to be able to get great interaction, great engagement, potentially even generate leads and customers from your viewers on your story. You want to be able to show more behind the scenes, show more of what's going on in your life, and even behind the scenes of your business. Like all of that type of stuff is what people want to see in stories.
Right.
So if you can do that, that definitely would help you as well in terms of building your brand online. But the last thing I would cover in terms of building a brand right now is definitely using paid ads as well. Definitely using paid ads. Because, you know, paid ads, you're able to get in front of those specific audiences you're looking to target. You're able to get in front of large audiences. Okay, so it gets you a lot more exposure and a lot more brand awareness a whole lot faster. And it's just more predictable in terms of generating leads and customers. Okay, absolutely.
So let me back up a little bit on what you was talking about earlier in regards to the opt-in page.
Yeah.
There was another discussion that somebody else had with me on one of the groups. They were trying to determine if they needed an opt-in page or a funnel versus a website. They were trying to see which one was more important. Is it one more important than the other or not really?
I mean, you can get started online with just a funnel. Like when I first came on the internet and really got into internet marketing, I would say, I didn't have a website for a while. Like I didn't have your conventional type of website for a while, so I was making money online. I started off with just a sales funnel because, you know, when you come online and you're building a business, yes, we want to impact and we want to serve people and provide value, but you're also in business to generate revenue and profits.
Right.
The way to do that is you need to be generating leads and you need to be getting customers. The way to be able to do that the quickest on the internet is having a sales funnel, because on that sales funnel, at the top of that funnel, you have some type of valuable offer. Usually it's something free of value, sometimes discounted of value as well, being your e-commerce or something like that. But it's a lot of times something free of value that you're giving away to your audience in exchange for being able to capture their data, their name and email, or even phone number, depending on the type of business you have. And then now, I mean, it's different things that can happen. You know, you may have them watch some type of video that leads to them going over to schedule a call with you, right? Filling out some type of survey or application of questions that pre-qualify them as a serious potential customer or client, whatever you're doing. You may have them download some type of cheat sheet, and at the end of that cheat sheet, giving them a call to action to go purchase something or schedule a call, right? Or you may have them, you know, opt in for a free article or a free report or some type of ebook or something like that. And at the end of that ebook or article or report is some type of call to action for them to purchase something or for them to schedule a call or something like that. So now you're actually really generating leads that can convert over to customers and clients a whole lot faster, right? You're shortening that buying cycle versus sending them over to a conventional website, where today on a lot of those conventional websites where you got the home section, the about me, about the company section, you got your blog a lot of times, you have your section for your products and services, and then you may have a contact section and testimonials and reviews and all that type of stuff. Usually on those type of websites, a lot of people don't have a way to generate a lead or get a customer on the site. When you land on there, it's just all this stuff going on. They have their social media icons on there that's taking them off the site, leading them over to social media and stuff like that. It's just so much going on. Or they have a pop-up like subscribe to our newsletter. And I'm like, what's the value in subscribing to your newsletter, right? Or to get email updates. What's the value in that? It's not really a bunch of value in that. That's not what we call an irresistible offer, a Godfather type of offer. So with that being said, that's why I recommend in the beginning stages. I mean, if you can, just start off with a simple sales funnel. And also you're building your email list at the same time of having that sales funnel, which is our biggest asset on the internet. Without an email list, you don't have a business on the internet, period. Right? We don't own Facebook. We don't own Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok. We don't own any of these platforms, right? So your biggest asset is your email list. They can't take that away from you, even if any of your accounts got shut down on social media. anything, God forbid, happens to any of these platforms on social media. Right? And take that away from you. And your email list as well is the biggest asset for you, because these people have raised their hand and say, hey, I really have an interest in what you're offering. Right? They had to give you their name and email. You didn't just take their name and email from somewhere. They had to give it to you. So now you're doing what we call permission marketing. Right? So now you can constantly send them out value from time to time, not just selling them all the time because they're on your email list. Provide value to them, educate them. Right? And then from time to time, you can make offers. And you can literally print money on demand when you have an email list because of that, being you have a relationship with that list. Right? So that's why I recommend a lot of times definitely starting off with a sales funnel. But no, there's nothing wrong with having the full-fledged website. I have both, right? I have funnels online, then I have websites online. I have both. But in the beginning stages, all I had was a funnel, and we were generating leads and customers like clockwork. We got a website later.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. That way you can it gives you a starting point. Like, okay, I'm gonna start from here. Then once I get here, then I can move, and get to other things. That's what a lot of people were saying. They were saying that, some people were saying like, well, I need this and I need that. And I'm like, no. That's why I was, wanted to put that out there, because some people think that once they start something like, oh, I need to do it big, I need to do it that, when it doesn't even happen that way. That's a lot of times it's unrealistic too. It's just the fact that you mentioned earlier, you just have to get started. I mean, that if that's one funnel, that's enough for you to get started, to do what you need to do.
Absolutely. One of my coaches told me this, literally it was about a year or so ago, said one traffic source, one offer, one funnel equals $1 million, right? So, a lot of people attempt to learn all the traffic sources at one time, right? All these different offers. They want to test out 1 million different funnels, right? You can start off with literally one traffic source. That can be Facebook ads, that could be Instagram ads, that could be YouTube ads, that could be LinkedIn ads. One traffic source, one irresistible offer, one funnel equal $1 million. You got to focus.
Right.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So let me ask you this, because I know you got some stuff coming up, and I want you to touch on that as well. I was on some of your previous interviews with Christiana Hurt. In regards to ecom, can you elaborate a little bit more what ecom is? Because some people might be doing ecom and they don't even know that they're doing it. So, yeah, talk a little bit more about what ecom is.
I mean, e-commerce is basically selling physical products on the internet. That's pretty much what it is. If you have a physical product and a person has to pull out their debit or credit card and make that purchase on the internet from you, and then of course it's delivered to them, however it's delivered to them, that's considered e-commerce. So e-commerce is basically doing transactions on the internet for actual physical products. Okay, not services, physical products.
Like if you had like handmade soaps or whatever, or like t-shirts or all those different things, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Gotcha. Because I bet people are like, sometimes I say, well, what is e-commerce? Well, e-commerce is what you doing. You didn't know that you was doing e-commerce. So explain the process of like e-commerce versus e-commerce, businesses, services versus e-commerce. Is there like a difference as far as like marketing, or not really?
When it comes to marketing services versus e-commerce? Yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely different. And we built our funnels and we ran ads for service-based businesses. We're doing it right now as we speak. And we've also built out funnels and running ads for e-commerce business, which is we're doing that right now as well. And one thing I would say, like with service-based businesses, and even in terms of the funnel, a lot of times, of course, we're looking to get phone calls, right? This is e-commerce, we're looking to sell something right then and there. So with e-commerce, for instance, with our e-commerce funnel, we normally would have like a discount on one of their best-selling items. And we will position that offer on the front of the funnel, right? The top of the funnel. It'll be on the opt-in page. and they have to opt in with their name and email to take advantage of that offer. And then we have them go over to a sales page to make the purchase immediately versus, like I say, service-based business. Usually we're driving phone calls. We're not driving purchases. So e-commerce funnel, they go straight over to the sales page. They purchase that first offer. And then what we have done for many of our clients as of lately is we position what we call a one-time offer after that, right? Which is an upsell of one of their other items that may have sold well in the past that's a little bit more of value to that particular market. We will actually position that. And then after they purchase the upsell, pretty much they just be on the email list, and we can mail them other offers in the future. But if they don't purchase the upsell, what we usually do, we position what we call a downsell, right? A downsell, something a little bit less valuable to their market for lower price for them to go on and purchase right then and there. So to answer your question, as you can see with the funnel, moving parts with e-commerce versus service-based businesses a lot of times. Like, for instance, we're running ads for a restaurant right now. I mean, we're just giving a discount on one of his best-selling dishes on the menu. They opt in, name and email. Then they go over to another page with a one-time offer. They'll get a free drink if they go on over to the site and place the order right now. Okay, it's a one-time offer. And that's it, right? That's the end of the process. Okay. Versus e-commerce, like I said, the funnel you saw was more moving parts. You got upsells, downsells, and all that to increase the average order value. Now, also with even ads, running ads for e-commerce is different than service-based. So with our service-based businesses that we're running ads for right now, we're literally running ads for website conversions right out the gate. Right. And what I mean is, if you all don't know what that is, okay, when you're setting up a Facebook ad for any newbies on here, it's three parts to creating a Facebook ad. You have your campaign objective. Okay, so you have to set your campaign objective. Are you looking to get traffic? Are you looking to generate leads? Are you looking to get page post engagement? Are you looking to get video views? Are you looking to get website conversions? Are you looking to increase brand awareness? Are you looking to get people to download the app? Right? Like, what are you looking to do? Okay, so you have to select your objective, right? Then after you select your objective, you have to create what we call your ad set. That's setting up your targeting, the demographics and psychographics of your particular market you're looking to get the ads in front of. And the third part is creating the actual ad, right? Writing the post text, we call it writing ad copy, choosing your images, your videos, writing your headline, and then you run ads. Okay, so those are the three parts of creating a Facebook ad or Instagram ad, if you all didn't know that. Now, what I was saying was with service-based businesses, right now we're going straight for website conversions. I mean, for the restaurant that we brought all this business over the last couple of months, we went straight for website conversions. And what I mean by that is the ad is set up to basically have people buy immediately.
Right.
Take action immediately. Go over to his opt-in page of his funnel, opt in for his dish that he's offering, and then go over to the next page where he's offering a free drink if they go on and place their order now, and they basically place the order, and now he has a customer. Now with e-commerce, it's a little different with running ads. We don't go straight for website conversions. What we do is we test a lot of different ads that's promoting this particular product with what we call page post engagement ads. So what we want to do is we want to build up the engagement on the ads first, right? Because it's called social proof, right? When a lot of other people seeing people liking on the ad, commenting on the ad, and sharing the ad, they're more inclined to do it, right? Because people are natural born followers. They do what other people do.
True.
Okay? And you even have some go on and click the link and go over and make a purchase, right? Because they see so much engagement on the ad, right? So we start off with page post engagement ads when we run ads for e-commerce. And then after some days of building up the engagement, we will convert the ads over to what we call link click ads, right? Which is we want to now drive traffic to the opt-in page of the sales funnel. right? And then once we get a lot of link clicks and we start to get some purchases through the funnel of those products, then we will convert the ads over to website conversion ads. Well, now we want to drive traffic and generate leads and get purchases off top.
That makes sense.
We want Facebook to actually optimize now for conversions, because now that we've gotten some purchases, okay, Facebook knows now who they need to go put the ads in front of online in terms of who's most likely to purchase this particular product based off the people that have purchased in the funnel. Okay, and the way that they're able to do this, and this is a little advanced, is because you have to put what we call a Facebook pixel on all your pages of your sales funnel, right? And what a Facebook pixel is, for any of you all that may be confused on what that is, if you don't know what that is, it basically tracks all your data that happens on your website or throughout your sales funnel from your ads. Okay, it tracks all your data. It reports all your data into the Facebook Business Manager. Okay, so that's pretty much the strategy we use for e-commerce, which is, like I say, service-based is a little bit more simple. You know, e-commerce is a little bit more moving.
Right. Then it seemed like it seemed like at that point you can be able to determine, like, you know, what their behaviors are if they're being tracked. So you can determine, like, this person hit this page, you know, maybe they want this, or this person hit this page, maybe they want that, with all the tracking in the background for the funnel.
And they also even have it set up where you can create what we call dynamic product ads for e-commerce. And basically what will happen is, like, let's say, you know, for instance, you're marketing several different products, right, on a site. Okay. What they would do is, as people are landing on your site, okay, and they're clicking on certain products on your site, Facebook will start to show more of that particular ad for that particular product to your audiences on Facebook as you run your ads, right? That's called dynamic ads. Yeah, that's
dynamic. Okay, dynamic marketing ads. That's cool.
Exactly.
It's more like behavioral based.
Right.
Okay.
Based on the actions they take on your site, they show your audiences more of that ad marketing that particular product.
Neat.
Absolutely.
I don't know if y'all taking notes, but shoot, you need to be. Especially if you're a business owner and stuff like that, you would need to be taking notes, because this is some good stuff. Because this is stuff that goes on. You got to think this is the stuff where people are highly successful in your space is probably more than likely doing.
Right.
And you just don't know it because you're unfamiliar with it. Right. So I hope you guys are taking notes. So so definitely, tell us about, you know, I know you got an upcoming event, so go ahead and tell us about your upcoming event.
Yeah, so this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, myself and Christiana Hurt. And Christiana Hurt is actually the CEO of Wealthy College Kids. She's a friend of mine. She's in her 20s and she's like crushing it in e-commerce. She's only been doing it like literally a couple of years now, but she's did over 1.5 million in sales.
Wow.
Over 1.5 million in sales, and she's trained up over 100 people that have actually made over 6 figures online with online businesses. So she's actually going to be on a webinar that I'm actually hosting this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're basically going to be sharing how to set up and run profitable Facebook ads for e-commerce. We're going to be sharing how you test out different products when it comes to your ads, how to create winning audiences, and also once you have some ads that are actually working for your particular e-commerce business, how to scale your e-commerce business to the moon, right? Wow. So that's what we're going to be sharing this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So you definitely don't want to miss it. And that's what we have going on.
Awesome. I'm going to put that info down in the ticker.
Absolutely.
You guys don't want to miss this event, especially if you're ecom and you're looking to grow your ecom business. Now, what is this like? Is this like for people who want to start an ecom business, or is it these for this is more for people that's already established?
It can be both
Okay.
because I mean, even when it comes to talking about how to test products and stuff like that, when it comes to ads, being you want to get into e-commerce, you want to know this information. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now we're not going to be training you on the training how to start an e-commerce business. I mean, I know Christiana, I'm pretty sure give a little insight on that, but we're not going to go real deep on that. We're going to be mostly talking about mostly marketing and advertisement. But even if you're looking to get into e-commerce, you'll still want to know these strategies to be able to market your products and sell online.
Right.
Absolutely.
Awesome. 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 Do I have any questions? I don't see any questions from y'all. Y'all better drop some questions in that chat. I still don't see any questions. Y'all not nosy like I am. I could ask questions all day long. I can ask 100 million questions. It's all good though. It's all good, y'all. But thanks for y'all for tuning in on my various social media platforms with Gerald Bass. Looking forward to seeing you guys on the webinar. For
Absolutely.
folks that wants to do e-commerce and then just briefly, Gerald, just talk about how has e-commerce spiked since the pandemic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Like it's crazy right now. I mean, you can see it for yourself with Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Like, just look at their sales. I can tell you right there.
Right. Absolutely. So if you want to get in this space, right now is the time. Y'all don't need to be playing. Go ahead and get in it. Get in it while you can get in it. And plus it's a good time for you to, get a little piece of the pie too.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. It's a good time.
Absolutely.
So yeah, thank you so much, Gerald. I'll be talking to you probably in a minute. But thank you guys for tuning in to my live streams. If you have any questions, it will be up on my social media pages, and I'm gonna put it on LinkedIn as well. Once I get the link from YouTube. So thank you guys for tuning in. I don't see any questions as of yet, but if you do have a question, you can always still drop it anyway. We'll get it. If you're watching the replay, drop hashtag replay so that we know that you're dropping a replay, or just drop a comment. So thank you, Gerald, for coming on to my network. I just want to let people know that because I get questions, so I have to connect people with things.
Yeah, it was an honor. It was an honor. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I did. We got one. Somebody said that this was awesome. They said that they have no questions. They said they got all the info they need. You're welcome. You're welcome, Amaya. You're welcome.
Awesome.
All right. Talk to you soon.
I'll talk soon. Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.